Welcome back, everybody, to Femmes Fatales Flashback. This is Adam B. once again as we're getting ready for a blast from the past from Femmes Fatales. Karen Brooks, a lot of energy early on in this matchup before even engaging any physicality with Kacey Diamond. Looking for a good old-fashioned test of strength. Kacey Diamond gonna hesitantly oblige Karen Brooks. Nope, tried the cheap shot. Brooks one step ahead of Diamond. Kacey Diamond accompanied by Mademoiselle Rachel, manager, agent, whatever you want to describe Rachel as, always a viable force on the outside of the ring for anybody. Brooks baiting Kacey Diamond in with some push-ups. Left herself open. Kacey Diamond showing some disrespect to Karen Brooks. Reversed. Big clothesline by Brooks. Drops Diamond. Takes her down with the back elbow. Kacey Diamond, a real trendsetter in the province of Quebec with women's wrestling. Definitely opening a lot of doors, blazing a lot of paths. Still going today, but in this matchup from the past, having more than she can bargain with Karen Brooks. Brooks charges in with a big elbow. As Kacey stunned, sends her into the opposite corner. Brooks looking for the monkey flip, able to take Kacey Diamond over with the monkey flip. Short landing for Diamond. Brooks hooks the leg. Only good enough for two. Brooks maintaining the attack on Diamond. Has the wrist control applied. Diamond reverses. Rachel trying to encourage Kacey as she spikes Brooks with the Michinoku driver. Throws in a little bit of theatrics. Not opting to hold on for the covers. Gave Brooks a few seconds. Switched over to a pinfall, but Brooks able to get out of it. Diamond had her knee placed on the face of Brooks. Very aggressive, violent side Kacey Diamond is known for. Grabs a hold of the hair of Brooks, drops her again. Face goes into the top turnbuckle. Diamond sizes up, chops Brooks across the chest. Follows it up again. Karen Brooks in a world of trouble. Kacey Diamond imposing her will, scrapes Brooks' face over the top rope. Takes Brooks down with the clothesline as Kacey Diamond, who's controlled a good part of the middle of this matchup by just being so aggressive over Brooks. Slams her with the suplex. Brooks has got to get something going, or Kacey Diamond will put this one away, but only good enough for two. Temper starting to flare from Kacey, who known for her wrestling acumen, also known for her temper, her very vocal personality, but is still in clear control of Brooks. Kicks her in the back. Follows it up again. And again toying with Brooks as she goes for a cover. Only gets two, but that was a very weak escape out of that cover, just showing the damage that Brooks has been taking in this matchup as Kacey goes for the head scissors. Turns Brooks over, repeated slams. Brooks is trying to get her head out of the legs. This one looked like she might have escaped. Diamond let go. It sends Brooks out of the ring. Definitely creating some openings for Rochelle on the outside. Referee distracted. Karen Brooks still trying to regain her bearings on the outside of the ring. Kacey Diamond getting the red carpet brought into the ring. Diamond getting a little ahead of herself, thinking it's a good idea to introduce the red carpet into the ring. We still have a match going on here. Kacey Diamond gonna walk the red carpet, but there's no conclusion to this matchup as of yet. Karen Brooks has been sent to the outside. Kacey Diamond, as I said, getting ahead of herself as the carpet pulled underneath. Brooks in the ring drops the leg. Rolling up Kacey Diamond in the red carpet. Laying on top for some ground and pound. You hear about turning the tables, how about turning the carpet? Kacey Diamond letting her guard down, giving Karen Brooks this opportunity to get a second chance in this matchup. Diamond still rolled up on the carpet. Brooks comes crashing down onto Diamond, and Rochelle pulling the referee as Kacey Diamond stuck in that carpet. Necessarily couldn't get a proper kick out or shoulder up. Rochelle finally interjecting herself into this matchup, saving Kacey Diamond, who's in a very sticky situation. Brooks with the forward drop kick, hooks the leg on Kacey, folds her up, and Diamond able to get out of it. The Star has her lucky stars to count. After that save from Rochelle, who again is interjecting herself. Karen Brooks focusing on Rochelle. Diamond given the opening. It's an old school expulsion type maneuver and pins Karen Brooks on the red carpet. Kacey Diamond victorious with some help from Rochelle against a very competitive Karen Brooks. Diamond not done and adding further insult to Karen Brooks as she plays to the camera. Even a blast from the past like this, still nothing has changed for Kacey Diamond. Very talented, but also very arrogant. All right, fans, that's going to do it for this edition of Femmes Fatales Flashback. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. We will be back.